Welcome to another edition of Football Forget About It. I'm your host, Tony DeLuza.
All right, football fans, what time is it? It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be wingies a frying and Jets fans are crying and plenty of beer. That's right, football's back, and so is your boy Tony. I know what you're saying. Tony, where you been? Where you been, brother? Unfortunately, no matter how old I get, I always seem to have to go back to college and study for a little while. But anyway, I'm back, and you know what that means. It's time to make some money. A lot's changed since Tony was gone. Sports gambling's legal now. What? Yes, which has left me and some of my associates in a bit of a transitional period. And by that, I don't mean we're going to be using a different bathroom. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Tony supports every letter of the alphabet. I don't know what's going on with this world. Seriously, sports gambling is legal now in many states. I can't believe it. You can bet right on your phone. You can bet on how many catches a guy has, how many yards he has. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. You can even bet on what kind of fruity outfit Cam Newton's going to wear to the game. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that. I went away to college, and the only way you could place a bet was by calling Bobo in Staten Island. I come out of college, and now you can place a bet while you're taking a shit on your phone without ever talking to anybody. My buddy G-Man does it all the time. It's kind of disturbing. It's crazy. The game has changed, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what I say. When the game changes, you change with it. Excuse me. I just had a sausage and peppers. Alright, that's enough of the catching up. Let's do what we came here to do. Pick some games, make some money. Tony generally likes to lay low week one and let the dust of the preseason settle. However, I did make a little money on the Ravens last week against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are more of a mess than Tara Reid at Mardi Gras. Which leads me to my first pick of week 2. I'm picking the New England Patriots, giving, wait for it, 18.5 points. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, 18.5 points to the Miami Dolphins. Or should I say, the Miami Golfins, because every single one of those players would rather be golfing on Sunday than playing football. Don't worry about the points, take the Pats. Now, full disclosure, Tony doesn't love a lot of games this week. And as you know, I like to tread lightly early on in the year, but I do like a couple of games. I like the Tennessee Titans laying 3 points to the Indianapolis Colts. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars getting 9 points from the Houston Texans. And I really like the Cincinnati Bengals at home laying 1.5 to the San Francisco 49ers. That might be my favorite game. And even though I hate to do it, I like my Giants getting 1.5 points from the Buffalo Bills. I know they were a mess last week, but the Cowboys are really good, and the Buffalo Bills really aren't. Also, I like the Chiefs laying 7 to the Raiders, and I got a weird feeling about the Jets on Monday night. Although I probably won't bet it, because Tony generally doesn't bet weird feelings. If you want to see Tony's pick of every game, follow me on the Twitter at Tony DeLuza, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In closing, I was going to do a whole thing about Antonio Brown and whether or not he's crazy or crazy like a fox. But in light of recent events, I decided to scrap it, because if there's one thing Tony doesn't joke around about, it's violence towards women. If anybody ever laid a hand on my saint of a mother, Mary DeLuza, well, let's just say Tony'd have to go back to college for the rest of his life. I hate to get all serious on you, but that's life. You know what else is life? Football, picking games, and making money. I got a pot of marinara on the stove. I got a bottle of vino. I'm making some chicken parm. It's Sunday and I'm ready to go. So as always, thanks for listening. May your first bet be a good bet. Peace and love and a salute. If you like making money, make sure to follow me on the Twitter at Tony DeLuza. Thanks for listening to Football Forget About It.